don't see me. I'm behind the kid. No, well, I'm fucked. Power. Oh. The neons. What do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even in this, am I? It's a lot of bugs. Fuck you! Yeah, it comes to the van. Oh, don't see me. I'm behind the kid. No, well, I'm fucked. Power. Oh. The neons. What do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even in this, am I? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bits and Pieces podcast, episode 18. And today, as always, I'm joined by Pizza Beth. Hey, Pizza,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay.
That's good.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be joined by freedyshow this week. Feeling a bit under the weather, I feel.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully he's going to be out there
You
recovering.
got us too.
You got us too. Sorry. No,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, no.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, we do wish him well, and hopefully he's out there resting. And you know, if you're listening, Fruity, we miss you, man.
We miss
We
you.
miss you, man. Hopefully you're gonna feel better, and you're gonna be able to join us soon. But yeah, if you are new to the show, welcome in. How you doing? We are a small little podcast just starting out. Like I said, we're on our 18th episode now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy, and we're getting close to that 20th already. But yeah, if you are new to here, what we like to do is talk about games that we've played either recently or in the past. We like to spotlight those and just give a reminder of people of what they may have missed out on. We are going to look out today. I'm going to be talking about what remains of Edith Finch, and Beth, you've got a spotlight too, haven't you?
Yes. It's kind of like a first impressions kind of thing. I'm gonna be covering Dark Souls 3. Just because everyone's playing Elden Ring, and I kind of got that itch for a Souls game, and luckily one of my friends has Dark Souls 3, and they shared their Steam library, so I've managed to get my hands on it, and I've been playing it, and I can't wait to share my first impressions, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and after that, we're going to be looking at we've got some news to coming up to it. I think there's a bit of news, and we've spoken briefly about the Lost Ark and Elden Rings and stuff like that. But yeah, there's going to be
Yeah.
some more news on that. And
Lots of games.
Lots of games. There's some games coming out as well in March. Now that we've entered in March as of this this broadcast, this recording. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know Do you want me to go first, or
Yeah,
do you
you
want
can. I
wait?
mean, oh,
I'm
and
not sure
do
who went last. Oh, let's
do
start.
you do you have a joke of the week as well? Because normally
Y-
Beth has a she likes to have a joke of the week. So
Yeah, I should. Yeah, yeah, I should. Wait and see.
we'll
It's
see.
gonna
We'll
be a
see what
cracker.
happens.
So it's a cracker.
It's always a cracker. Right, yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to go first on your spotlights, Beth, feel free.
Okay.
So what we're talking
Awesome.
about, is it Dark Souls 3?
Yes.
Dark
So
Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3. Now I know everyone has heard of this game. I have heard of it too, but I had never ever touched one. I kind of it Dark Souls is like a cult classic, you know. Everyone knows the memes, everyone knows the jokes and stuff like that, but I never really jumped on that bandwagon until recently. So obviously Elden Ring's out. Every single person I know, well, not every single person, most of the people I know are playing Elden Ring right now, and they're having a lot of fun with it, which is awesome. But obviously, I I can't. I'm not gonna get it yet. Uh, just because not sure if I'm gonna enjoy it. Um, so I thought, why not try an older Dark Souls game? So I was talking. I can't remember. I think I was talking to a friend of mine, Spoonfed Badger, who is on Twitch as well. Go and support him. Um, um, got a free shout out there. But yeah, I was talking to him and I was asking him like, what would you recommend for like a Dark Souls game? Like, I see people playing this, and I would like to, get a taste of what the atmosphere, the universe of Dark Souls is like. And they said, well, you could either play Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3, which I remember them saying that I think Dark Souls 2 or 1, I can't remember which one, but they were saying that one of them is less forgiving than 3. So I thought, okay, so I'll play 3. That sounds like a good place to start. So downloaded it, everything, and I was ready to stream. Now, I will say that I was very scared to play it because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I've heard all these things about people saying, "Oh, the game's so difficult. It's one of the hardest games out there." I was like, "Oh my goodness, am I actually gonna play this game and put myself through this?" Um, and the answer was yes. Um, so I so my first impressions was that it's gonna be hard, right? It's gonna be hard. I didn't to be honest, I didn't even know there was a tutorial boss. Like, I didn't even know about that until, I met him. And that took I can't remember I died a lot with that one. And, yeah, it's just I'm just so surprised that they, um, basically just they start the game off relatively easy, the monsters die very easy, excuse me, and they give you tutorial elements in like those notes. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Those notes that people can leave around. And I was following it, and then I came across because when you're arriving to a big boss fight, there's open area everywhere, and I went in and I was trying to avoid the thing in the middle because I didn't know what it was. Um, but then obviously I figured out that you had to take the sword out, and then it started the boss fight. And I tell you that the first half of the boss fight is very easy. Well, not very easy. It's not as bad as the second part of the boss fight, and he turns into this weird monster thing. And I died so many times to that part. Like, not I didn't die to the first part. The second part was the second stage of the boss is difficult, and I know that's not even like, that's only the first tutorial boss, and I'm having so much trouble. But luckily, I can't remember how many times I died, but I died a lot. but I managed to do it. The relief that I felt when I beat him was immeasurable. It was just like it was so satisfying to like kill him and stuff. And then I went out and I think I died to a boss, not a boss, like a character, and you know, but I found I don't know how much I am into the story. In I'm probably not even like into it that much, you know. Uh I think I'm on the castle bit with the wall, like that area. Um I streamed again, like I streamed uh Dark Souls 3 2 times this week. And the second time I felt like I made no progress. I just kept dying. Um I lost like a big amount of souls that I managed to collect, and but then I died and I couldn't collect the souls, so I lost them. I had to try and like build it back up again. I will say that I kind of like that even if you lose a whole load of souls, you can easily get them back just by, going the same path that you went and just killing monsters. And every time you kill them, gives you souls. And then when you go to a bonfire, the monsters respawn and they reappear. So you can go out again and kill them and get more souls. It feels a little cheesy when you do that. You feel like, oh, am I cheating a little bit? But I just to tell you, I didn't do that over and over again. Just because I kept dying, I had to do it over and over again. So it wasn't intentional. Um, and not that you get a load of souls by doing that. It's just it's nice to know that even when you die, you still have a chance to get the souls back and more. And hopefully when you find a bonfire, you can level up and stuff, and then you can go out and kill more. And then, it's kind of I don't know, it's a weird mechanic, but it's really cool. And you know, like I said, I have never ever played a Souls game in like ever, and this is my first introduction. Oh, I actually saying that, I had played a game called Hellpoint. I don't have you heard of that? Hellpoint?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, it's kind of like, it's from Tiny Build Games. I can't remember who made it, but I had played that in the past, um, and I believe that was like a Souls kind of game, and I can't remember if I enjoyed it or not, but I've actually gone back to it since, like, getting the itch of playing the Souls games, and I'm actually getting into it a bit more than I did before. So I think you definitely have to be in the mood for that kind of game, because it's just you have to expect to die a lot. And yeah, if you if you're interested, like if you're a streamer and you want to get games that you're not sure about or you want to try out without paying, uh, check out Keymailer. It's not. I'm just. This isn't sponsored or anything. I'm just talking about it because that's where I got Hellpoint from. That's how I acquired the game Hellpoint,
Okay.
and I appreciate it. And I'll probably stream it again just to, why not? But yeah, Hellpoint was this kind of moved into two reviews. But no, I just wanted to mention Hellpoint because it reminded me of Dark Souls, and I didn't really know that at the time of playing Hellpoint, so I didn't even know I was playing a Souls-like game. But now that I've experienced Dark Souls 3 and I've seen Elden Ring gameplay, that I now realize, oh, Hellpoint was a Souls-like game, and it does have mixed reviews, but I don't mind it. I mean, I not that I'm not gonna play Dark Souls 3 because I did very much enjoy Dark Souls 3, and I will play it and stream it again because why not? And, but yeah, Hellpoint, just kind of because I own it, like, I don't have to borrow it from anyone. I kind of feel like that gives me the Dark Souls experience as well, which is really cool. Um But yeah, Dark Souls 3 is definitely it's been an interesting one so far. I haven't even like looked into the story yet. I don't even know what's happening. I just know there's crazy, scary bosses, enemies everywhere, and I try not to die. That's basically my playthrough so far. Just trying to not collect souls, not die, and yeah, it's just it's crazy. Honestly, it's fun. It's crazy and fun and magical in some ways. And I know that you mentioned you hadn't played one before, Steve.
No, I
But
haven't.
if you ever
No.
get the chance, just try Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
if you can't, even if you don't like it, just try it
Try
because
it out. Yeah.
yeah,
I
just just to try it, you know.
Oh, I've had conversations in the past, with other people who obviously gamers who are,
Hmm.
obviously have said, Dark Souls was one of the best sort of like games that they've ever tried, and I was like, try it out, like, yeah, sure, I will try it. And it's like, since every time I've had a conversation with someone, a new one had come out. So it's like,
Yeah.
have you played Dark Souls? Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't. No. Oh, the second one's coming out. Oh, have you played Dark Souls 2? What? No, I haven't got. I got round to
Yeah.
that conversation so many times when it's like the third one came out, and then obviously there was. I mean, this is what, you know, this is why we got Souls-like games in the first place,
Yeah.
because of Dark Souls. If it wasn't
Yeah.
for that, if we didn't have that, we would never have the subgenre of games.
I think
Um,
that's really cool because I don't know, like, I don't know many games that really do that. Like, so, like, having
with what, in terms
Souls,
of in terms of Souls games, or
yeah,
in
yeah, like, subgenres.
subgenres? Yeah, so yeah, you've got Metrovania games, which are like Souls, usually
Yeah,
scrolling sort of games, and they're based on like the whole Metro. Um,
yeah.
and yeah, you got Castle. I would just say Castlevania. I want
Castle.
to,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, yeah,
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 yeah.
like,
I want
yeah,
to. That's where I was trying to get to. But yeah, so they're kind of sort of subgenres of another genre where it's basically based on that difficulty settings.
yeah,
Um, yeah, whereas like roguelikes and roguelites are
true.
subgenres of like the rogue game that first came out,
Oh,
introduced
I see.
the concept of being a difficult uh
I didn't know that.
dungeon crawler.
Oh, I didn't know that. Um, roguelike was a subgenre.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
I'm learning.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
learning. You would
Yeah, there
think
you
I'm
go.
not
See
actually a
that?
gamer with the knowledge I know, but I am.
But yeah,
Somehow I am.
that's where the subgenres come from. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, roguelikes
Okay, it's
and
just
soul likes.
I'm just being silly. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, so you didn't make the connection. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah. That's
That's
what
fine.
the podcast's for.
That's yeah, we're here.
Making the
We're
connections,
making the connections with, yeah, exactly. I mean,
learning new
I'm
things,
sure
experiencing.
there would be a subgenre of like Phasma or something in the future. The ghost hunting
Yeah.
experience. Or I mean,
What would that be though?
oh, that would be weird, wouldn't it? I
What would
mean,
I don't know what that would be like
I
having a
mean,
subgenre of
I'm not sure it
like
would. I'm not sure it would work, but there, with terms of difficulty, I suppose that's what would happen. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that's basically, yeah. Okay, was pretty much covered that on a linear way, at least.
yeah.
Yeah,
We can have Phasma like a ghost hunting game, but it's a battle royale.
yeah. That.
Battle royale ghost hunting game.
Just don't get hunted by the ghost. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I'd
like
be up
you,
for that. I
yeah,
would
you.
make it into the circle quite a few times, I think.
I think yeah, you would.
I would actually make it into the
Like
circle.
there'll be multiple ghosts in a huge map.
Because that's what battle royales are now, aren't they? Since
Yeah,
like the days of
or
PUBG.
you're a ghost.
You're a
You're a
ghost.
ghost,
Oh, that's
and
even
you have
better.
special abilities to take out
I
other
want.
players.
I want
Oh
to
my
be the
god, we
revenant.
got a money. Come on, we
I
got
want
this.
to be a. I want to be the revenant or the
Oh,
Hontu. I would say the
could you
Hontu.
imagine? That would be so cool. I hope developers, people, we got a big idea here.
we're
Well,
just
we're taking
we're
we're taking meetings to discuss.
yeah. Well,
But yeah,
just speak to my lawyers. It's all
yeah,
like it's all now. Better. That's it. We've said it now. It's
yeah.
recorded. We've
Someone's we said it.
we said it
It's
first.
our idea.
It's our idea. Yeah. There we go. As Phasmo BR. There you go. That's what we
Cosmo
want.
BR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a small. The smaller the circle gets, you're going to get drops with EMFs that are in it. You'll get
Oh,
dropped.
oh, you have to find the other guy.
Yeah, you have to find
The other ghost
the
with
other
their
ghost.
equipment.
This is just taking a
Oh,
turn for a completely different thing now, haven't we? We've completely left Dark Souls behind and
I
moved
know.
forward to a completely different thing altogether. And I love
Oh
that.
my god. Oh my god. Yeah,
Content, people.
okay.
Content.
Just to wrap it up with Dark Souls. I like it. It's fun. It's hard. That's what she said.
Hey!
Um, I was waiting to say that to me. I was
See,
waiting. I had that planned. Yeah, so
that was
obviously
dedicated
I
to
know people.
Freedy.
Huh?
That
Oh
was
yeah, Freedy.
It
Yeah,
was dedicated
yeah,
for Freedy. Yeah.
yeah. That's for you, Freedy. Uh, um, yeah. So Dark Souls 3. If you haven't played it before, try it out. If you don't like it, fair enough. If you do,
I-
awesome. And yeah, if you want to come and see me fail miserably, check out my Twitch, Pizza Beth, twitch.tv. I'll also be making some videos of my experience. There's like all the deaths, all the funny bits.
But do you?
Yeah. So
Is there a swear jar
a swear
on
jar?
standby?
No.
You seem to keep your composure quite well, and I'm rather delighted by that because it's not many people do. It's like when they play these sorts of games, like it's.
I try not to swear. I mean,
Well,
okay,
not
I did swear a couple of times.
No, yeah, but I mean,
But
like, because
I don't normally
if you're
swear.
not used to that, if you're not used to these types of games, like they can be
Yeah.
quite, yeah.
When I get angry, I get
anger.
things,
Yeah,
so
when you throw down the controller
I
or
don't
walk away and
swear
come
or
back.
anything.
No, but like these do definitely have like a, they can really be like the difficulty settings is that if you're not used to them, like me, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not used to like Souls. Like I have played like I said the roguelites and stuff like that, which are
Yeah. Elements of it.
difficult within their own right, but I
Yeah.
have not really dived deeply into the Souls like
Yeah, I've never
subgenres
been in
or
that.
any sort of like Souls like games before. I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to.
kind of like.
Sorry, Beth.
Sorry. No. I was just gonna say it's kind of like I've never been in that experience where the game isn't saving constantly.
Yeah.
You lose your stuff when you die. It's such a whole new experience,
Yeah.
and it's a crazy one.
Literally,
Sure.
I was literally just trying to think off the top of my head. Is there a Souls like game that I've actually played and I'm just missing it now? And I honestly can't tell you. By going through, if I went through my whole Steam thing, it would probably take me a while to find anything. Like I said, I don't often do them, so the fact that I don't often do them,
they're not for
means...
everyone, of course.
Oh no, but it's like I just put them off because it's. If you're a casual gamer, you're never going to stick with the same game. You're always going to move on.
That's very true.
That's what casual gamers are. They stick with. But hardcore gamers will finish one, move on, finish another one. And there are some streamers that are really good at those sort of games, and like I take my hat off to those, because they really do. Like, obviously they got really good. I suppose it's dexterity on the fingers. Is that right? Is that the right word? I think it is. Yeah. And
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Like whether they're using the controller or keyboard and mouse, and it's like, I like watching people play those types of games. But like you said, with the Elden Rings, my following list was full of people just playing Elden Ring, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring
It's
is
just
everywhere.
constant. It's everywhere. It's just like I can't believe. I think I said it in the last podcast as well because we briefly touched on this as Elden Rings at least. I think
Yeah,
Freddie actually spotlighted it himself, and it's amazing that everyone's got their own community. So obviously they have their followers watching them, but it's amazing how many people are able to play it and still maintain plus 1K viewers. It's like
yeah,
it's
hmm
just crazy.
yes. You like it's insane. It actually is insane.
You know, it
And
goes. It's obviously the highest viewed
at the
at the
moment,
moment. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, like
uh,
every
and
streamer I've seen,
yeah,
especially the big ones,
yeah.
they're
I,
all playing it.
oh yeah, of course. Then they're going through every set sort of stage, and because it is because of the difficulty aspect to that particular game,
Hmm
it's obviously taking a toll that streamers will take their time and they're trying to get and completionists will go through
The whole
the
thing.
whole game,
Yeah.
and because and I think with Elden Rings,
hmm
as to opposed to like the Souls, I think I'm not sure. Not having played it, I can't be 100% certain on this, but I think it's more of an open world.
It is
Yeah.
very
So
much, yeah,
whereas
more
with
open
the
than the other ones.
with Souls, Dark Souls, it's more, um,
You you go
you go through pathways and that's it. You enter a sort of a
exactly.
room. You enter one room and that's it. There's nothing else outside of that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
as I understand it, at least.
it's quite linear and
Yes.
it's kind of like um you unlock different areas and then you can travel to those areas and then explore that area and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
it goes like that. So it's not super overworld. I think open world is pretty cool for that idea of game.
yeah,
You have more freedom. You can run into a enemy that you're definitely not meant to run into yet,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
then you fight it and then you instantly die. So um yeah, I mean I might play Elden Ring in the future, but it's not something I want to get just yet. If you've been playing Elden Ring, not you, Steve, I'm talking to listeners and slash viewers. If you've been playing Elden Ring, let us know. Tell us your experiences. And yeah,
I think Alex has been playing it on our
he
community.
said it was not as okay. A quote from Alex. Okay, this is a quote. It's not as hard as people were saying it is.
All
You
right.
wait. You wait, Alex. That's what she said. You wait.
Twice in one go. I like it. I like it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't resist all those kind of games. But yeah, that's a nice little discussion
Considering
about.
it's on Steam, Dark Souls
Mhm.
3 is still about 13.99, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. Like that's
I mean, and
insane.
not sure when it came out, right? As
It came out
oh,
in
2016. 2016 it came out.
was that the remake though, or
Uh or
the original?
these I'm not sure. I could be wrong in that.
That's crazy if it did.
I mean, and it's still like I said, it's £39.99. You can buy the Dark Souls 3 Deluxe, 50, it's like £60 basically. And then you
Yeah.
got the season
Yeah.
pass, the Ashes DLC, the Ringed City DLC. Yeah, I mean, there's still quite a lot there. I'm sure there are other ways, like you said, with there's another website that you can get it at a cheaper price, right?
Yeah.
That I think we've touched upon a couple of other websites before, not just on Steam. And I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it be on Game Pass. If it is on Game Pass, then obviously
That'd be
download it.
pretty cool.
Actually, yeah,
I
it'd be
don't
worth.
I don't know if it is
I
though,
don't know
but
if it is.
that would
I
be very
don't
cool.
think it would be because of, I mean, From Software, Bandai, no, Namco, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. Couldn't search for it quick enough.
Fair enough. We,
um,
may-
no,
I'm sure we'll find out, but yeah, it's cool game,
cool
and
game.
haven't raided. I haven't
Raided,
raged. Rage too hard. Yeah,
raged it. Yeah, see,
yeah.
that's where I'd be a little bit more. I'm not sure about that one.
I don't want to rage.
I don't want to rage.
I
I mean,
don't want
I
to
would take my
rage.
time on it, and I would definitely look into it. Again, there's so many games
Hang
that
on,
I'm just.
there was one game that you played one time. I can't remember what it was, but it's like a platformer game, and it looked very hard, like a Dark Souls game. You're like fighting this boss. I think that was a Souls like, you know.
Um.
I don't know which one it was, but I believe that was a Souls like.
Yeah. Right. This is where I now start to try to feel whilst I'm delivering a grime. It's called. I
A
think it was
grime.
called grime. Yeah.
Oh, grime.
Yeah. So it's called grime,
Okay.
and it is a Souls-like platformer, dark fantasy. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
Metrovania dark Souls-like platformer. Grime. I'm not gonna give. It came out last year. It actually came
Yeah.
out on the 2nd of August last year, which is the same day I did my 12-hour stream. And that's the
Oh.
same day I got affiliated.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah, so that's
Just
actually out.
watching you.
It's actually. I think we've kind of moving on a little bit from that, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
actually
kind of.
1949 on Steam. Yeah.
I don't mean to plug
No,
it.
no, no.
I
No, that's fine
remember.
because we can mention that. Look, we're filling in for Freddy as well, so this is another
Yeah.
game that we can add to the Souls-like Metrovania dark fantasy genres that are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
Uh-huh.
sort of side-scrolling platformer, which is yeah, is it is difficult. It is
Yeah.
difficult.
I remember. I
It's
remember. It's
such a tough challenge in that. So yeah, actually, there you
might
go.
have to check it out.
I have played a Souls like.
Nice. We're learning.
We're learning as well.
We're learning about us.
As
Anyway,
yeah,
I'll stop
that's
rambling
fine.
on about Dark Souls.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
What was
well,
it?
we can move over now. Should we? Yeah, we can move over to
Your spotlight.
my spotlight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Dun dun
yeah,
dun.
I'll get the information up. Um,
Yep.
there we go. Right. So my spotlight this week, as I said to you, I was reminded of it just recently. I have played it, so it wasn't like I've just jumped into it and just decided to choose it. Right, I'm gonna get the. Let me open up my phone because I've got some information on my phone. I'm gonna have to use my phone for this one to remind me.
Okay.
I played this game when it came out in 2017. The game itself is called What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a very,
Mhm.
very, it's a very good game, which one I'd recommend. But I would say, I tried not to spoil anything, but it
It's a very
does.
story-rich
It's
game,
very
isn't it?
story-rich game. But I would definitely come into the game and just be prepared to sort of like some of the feels. You know, it draws you in. There's some feels in this
Mhm.
game. It's one of those sort of games. So yeah,
Yeah.
to play the character, you take control of Edith Finch, who goes back to her family home in Washington State, and you carry in a journal. So whilst you go back to, like I said, the family home, and every room within the house or every bedroom within the house is a shrine to the people that have died. There was a curse upon the family,
Mhm.
and you just go through, like I said, you go through every room. You explore the colossal Finch house. It is quite big actually, through different pathway. There's the different crawl spaces that you go through. You go into once you enter the room, and it's very. I did this as a let's play, just before I briefly move on to explaining more about it. I did it as a let's
Yeah.
play. It's very difficult as a let's player to break down like what's going on. Obviously you could see what's going on, but to show your own thoughts on that. But occasionally the
Hmm.
you're hearing a narration happening whilst the text has been spelt out on the screen. So
Oh,
you're
you
also
can't even
so
really.
you can't really engage too much with the like you're
Yeah.
trying, you know. It's one of those, if you're a let's player, you want to try and to talk all the time about what's happening with the game, what you're doing with the character, how you get around, and that's kind of like
Yeah.
how let's players go about.
Hmm.
It's very, but I found it, I was always been interrupted, but that was because the story was being told on screen of what
Yeah.
Edith was thinking, her thoughts as she reads her journal throughout the house. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, like I said, the text will appear um, on top of, on the screen, and sometimes it would be in the direction in which you would need to go. So if you face that direction, then that leads you on to where
Interesting.
you'll need to go. So you'll follow those, you'll follow the words being spoken, and the letters sometimes break break up, break down, and split, sort of fly apart. So yeah, you go through these rooms. There has been, in the Finch household, you're searching for stories as you explore her family history and try to figure out why she's the last one of her family alive. Um, it's
Hmm.
very, like I say, if it draws you in, and it's very much a um, feels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The feels
it's
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's there's some subjects in there. I think subject matters in there that some people might not be prepared for. So I'll
Hmm.
just be aware of that. There's some, I can't say too much about it without giving it away. But like you'll go into one room and you'll read a book, and it's like you got to understand that a lot some people that the people that died, a few of them are their children as well. So like there
Yeah.
is an area you can visit, like you go into you pick up a book in the room and you'll start reading, and you'll read it through the mind of like a of the child, like a 10-year-old boy or something, and he's telling
Yeah.
you, I'm gonna say like the first part of the game because I think I need to explain
Okay.
some of it because
Yeah.
it's otherwise you might not get where we're going with the trying to explain
Yeah.
it trying to explain it in all in a non-visual way
Yeah.
is very difficult.
Huh.
So one of the first things you'll do is, like I said, is through the memories of a child as you're reminding you, we're being reminded of what the child. So the child's hungry, is locked in a room. So she acts out a fantasy, um, where she becomes, first of all, you think, oh well, I'm a cat, so you'll be a cat outside, and then you do this, you follow a bird because that's your prey. So you follow the bird, you'll walk along the branches as in the mind of a child, but in the same way you're seeing it through the eyes of a cat. So it's like the child's trying
Oh.
to. It's like the child's trying
Yes.
to put herself in the mindset of a cat and chasing this bird. So you're
Okay.
so there's a game within the game. It's kind of really cool actually
Mm.
how they do it. And there's another story later on
Hmm.
where you're playing as one of the other members of the family who is in a dead end job, and he's cutting off fish heads. And as he's cutting off fish
Oh.
heads, it's on a conveyor belt. So you're doing this on a conveyor belt. But
Wait. He was
the
about.
story is, the story is in his mind how he's trying to escape his mundane job. Everything's mundane, so he knows what he's doing. He takes a fish, he slices the head off, but
Yeah.
in his mind, you start seeing like a little. He starts playing a little game. You know, it's like he's playing a game within his mind, and the game that you're playing um, is about a character, a king, you know, of a
Hmm.
land, and he's very much going through as a king. So that's how he sees himself. He sees himself a king within the story, within this game, and
Oh.
your guides that character whilst you're
Hmm.
cutting off the fish heads. So
Oh
you're
my.
guided. So you're using your, if you're playing on a mouse and keyboard. I think it's also on it also came out on console as well. I think it was on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it came out. Yeah, it did come out on the Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Recently, it came out on Nintendo Switch, and I think it also came out on the iOS last year as well. So it is available out there. It's not a particularly long
Oh,
game, but
how long did it take for you to complete it?
you can probably do this within maybe 3 hours, maybe less, depending on how quickly you go through every section. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, there there's so much to look for that you want to. I took my time with it. I felt you need to. So you'll miss some details. There's some very good details which I don't want to spoil.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So you're playing this game in the fish, cutting
And the
off fish
fish.
in the fish, cutting off fish heads as you're playing the game. As you're going through, his mind just wanders, and it's just like he knows what he's doing with one hand. So as you're moving the mouse, your mouse left to
Mm.
right. And
Yeah.
also, you're controlling what you're seeing on the screen in his mind's eye, sort of thing.
So you're playing 2 games at once?
Kind of. It's
Oh,
a game sort of goes within the game. There's
okay.
other rooms which lead you. Like again, I'm sort of skipping a little bit of those
Yeah.
because I don't want to spoil the outcome. You really need to experience the game. Like I said, it's very. There's some dark moments in it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
there's some. We are dealing with family and children, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit dark. I would say there's probably, if you're going to stream it, probably put up a warning of like, if people have got mental health, be
Yeah.
aware of that, because like this could have. I think
Some.
I think
Yeah.
I think it does. I think it deals with that in its own way. Um,
Yeah.
don't quote me on that because I can't remember. It's quite a while ago since I played it. It was 2016, 2017 it came out. So I am
Really?
just trying to play it from memory uh,
Yeah.
as well. There was another room you go through, and it's one of the girls. I think is a girl. She wanted to be an actress, or she was an actress. And I
Mm-hmm.
think there's also a comic book section. So that's kind of I think when I picked up the game, it came under the horror section, but I think that's under. I think
Yeah, I
that comes
remember
under its.
seeing that.
I think that's just down to its context, rather than.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause it's not actually a horror game, it's just it talks about darker
it does.
subjects which can be,
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
you know.
It's not really gory, but it's the emotion. Um,
Yes.
it's the emotional side of things, and it's how it deals with that. So yeah, it's one of those types. It's just one of those sort of things where you'll see, or you're just left with that image. You don't
Yeah.
really see anything, but you're just left with that thought. It sort of
You
plants that
imagine.
your imagination.
Yeah.
You can just imagine what would have happened to certain characters because you don't necessarily see it, but it's
Okay.
there. But yeah,
That's pretty good.
it is such a good story. I'd
Yeah.
highly recommend it, and it does, like when you put everything together. Again,
Mhm.
I can't give too much away because it's such a short game.
Mhm.
Um, Saying too much about it will give away the plot detail too much, and I feel like you don't need me to tell you about a lot of it, other than the fact that there's games within games. Just explore the house.
Mhm.
It's very good. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those games I'd love to go back to and play it again. But like originally played it on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So when it came out, it is 2017. It's an adventure game. It was developed by Giant Sparrow and published by Anna Pruna Interactive. And like I said, it just revolves around Edith, her family history, because as she's going along as well, she also draws her family tree. So
Oh, okay. That's
so
that's cool.
so she's, as you're getting along, I think it's either an anthology of stories
Mhm.
within the game. Yeah, I think it's an end of like many experiences, and it's just wrapped up in like a dramatic retelling, of the family's history, and the fate
Mhm.
of through Edith's narration, and
Yeah.
explains like from her journal. It's very good. I highly recommend it. I'm not sure if it was a indie release or anything. It is obviously
I
it's a single player, but I would definitely give it another go.
yeah, when it came out, I actually watched a playthrough of it, and I didn't really understand the theme of the game that much. I
Right.
can't actually remember it that much, but I remember I enjoyed it. But I kind of want to play it again so I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
really experience it myself and go through it at my pace.
I would I would definitely, like I said, I would definitely recommend it. And if anyone, it is on Steam for 14.99, so £15. If you think that's too much to spend,
Go
if you
on
think that's
the
too
other
much
website.
on a game that's only maybe 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on your own um ability to play the game. If you want to just check it, I don't think that you'll miss too much anyway. I think it is 3 hours, 4 hours
Hmm.
maximum. So yeah, if you think £15 too much, um, but like especially the especially the way the game gets towards the end, and then you
Hmm.
once, because obviously once you've learned everything, like it's the same with anything. There's sometimes you've picked up everything, you could 100% complete it, and
Yeah.
in maybe 3 to 4 hours, and then you think, well, would I go back to it after paying £14? Maybe not. But yeah, I would go back to it because it's been a while to play it again.
Yeah. To refresh and like
So yeah.
go through that experience
But
again.
like I said,
Yeah.
I was reminded by um one of our little communities. Someone in our community had said about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember playing it now. So I'm going to
Hmm.
spotlight that, and that's what I've done. I've just tried my best to sort of condense it to explain as much as I could without giving away too much detail, because I know that's kind of counterintuitive in one way, because you want to know what the game's about, but you, if I gave too much away, it
Yeah.
spoiled the surprise of when you're playing
Yeah.
it.
You
Again,
gotta
it's
like
it's an old game,
keep
so
it
many people might know about it anyway. But yeah, just think of it
true.
as a nice story walking simulator, because that's what it is. It is an
Yeah.
indie game. It's very atmospheric, and
But
without
then there's
repeating.
people like me who haven't played it
Yeah,
before and
so
only
again,
watched.
like I said, that start of the game when you're playing through as one part of it, you see it as you're seeing, you're reading the journal, and it's the journal's written by a child
Hmm.
via the, from the child's point of view. It's like, oh, I'm a cat, I'm going to chase a bird, I'm going to
Hmm.
chase the bird, catches the bird, falls, and then something else happens, and then
Dun
something
dun
else happens,
dun.
and then something else happens, and then something else happens, and then you'll move on. You can't get into all of the bedrooms throughout. You have to unlock them. The only way to unlock them is to go through crawl spaces. Like I said, every room is a shrine to those who have lost, who
What's the
died.
name of this again?
So to remind you, it's What Remains of Edith Finch.
Okay, so it's on the Game Pass.
It's on the Game Pass.
Yeah.
Download it, 100%. Download it, play
Okay.
it,
I'll
try
check
it
it out.
out,
I
check
will.
it out.
Okay.
If you've got Game Pass, the fact that you've paid a subscription,
Mm.
it's fine. You're not going to
Yeah.
pay £15 for a game that you might only play through once. So yeah,
Hmm.
play
Okay.
it on the Game Pass, and
I
yeah,
will.
like I said, maximum is 4 hours, so you could do it in one sitting easily. Um,
Yeah.
but be prepared.
Okay. Well,
Be prepared for some of
the
the darks
feels.
that the feels there. It gets dark in
Okay. Yeah.
places,
Yeah.
but yeah, and just find out what is the curse. If there was a curse, maybe there wasn't. Maybe there was. I don't know. I'm not going to give away too much.
Oh, is there a curse? Isn't there a
It's a
curse? Find
curse.
out next time
Dun dun
on the
dun.
Bits and Pieces podcast. No.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah,
okay.
that's my spotlight.
I like it. But
I like, and yeah, like I said, Sorry to repeat myself, but I didn't want to give away too much because it is only a short game, and
No,
you want
it's
to
fair
just
enough.
pick it up, give it a
You
go.
don't want to ruin story games because
Yeah,
sometimes
it's always hard.
people
It's always
haven't
hard.
played it, you know?
It's always hard to do a story game or talk about a
It's
story game
like
without giving away too much of the plot.
it's like when what's it called? There's a game, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was a game that um Red Dead Redemption 2, I managed to get spoiled with the ending and I was like, "Ah, damn it."
Oh no.
So I went through the game knowing the ending, but I
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
to like not think about it. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
also I didn't know when the ending was gonna happen, so it was it was a surprise of when it happened, but I knew it was gonna happen. Um, but yeah, I won't spoil it, of course, because a lot of people still haven't played that game, and I recommend. But that's not what we're talking about today. I just wanted to give you an example of someone running a game for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
So
but
it's
yeah,
I know that's why I mean it's like it's difficult. Sometimes you can talk about a game and not give away too much of it. This one is
yeah,
those I knew coming into the spotlight section of this. I knew coming into explaining it, and I just wanted to make sure that I could talk about enough of it to give you an idea. Because even if you're the only person listening to me, um, and or I didn't expect. Obviously, I didn't know about 3D at that time,
yeah.
but yeah. So even if it was just you or 3D listening to me at the time, again, if I don't know if he's played it, so we will have to ask him at some point again,
Oh yeah, definitely.
if he has or not.
Yeah,
But yeah, even if it was just two people listening to me, I wanted to sort of still explain it enough that you understood what I was getting to without giving away too much of the plot details. Like, yeah,
yeah. And I
going in,
appreciate that, to be honest, 'cause
yeah, you,
I don't remember it, so
well, going
it'll
into
be
it,
fresh again.
yeah, going into it that there's something that happens that leads you to something else, and then X,
Yep.
Y, and Z.
XYZ.
Yeah, it's all there.
Yep.
It's all in order. Everything's in order. There's an order. There's a yeah. Just but yeah. If be prepared, maybe have like some tissues by
Tissues.
just so you can wipe away those tears, man. Because it can make a grown man cry, I'm sure.
Yep. Yep.
But you'll definitely get the feels from it. Um, I tell you why this came about as well, because we was talking about the what was the what was her name?
Name?
Yeah, there was
Um,
I can't think of
a
I can't
character name or a real
no no
person?
no uh I forgot I forget what it was called now.
Oh, no. Come
Life is
on,
Strange.
think.
Life is Strange.
Life is
Life is
Strange?
Strange. Life is Strange was a game
Oh,
I
that
was talking.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was talking to one of our community, Yorkshire B, and
Yeah,
she was playing it just recently,
okay.
and she was playing through that because just recently Life is Strange has got the, um, I think it's a deluxe version now.
Oh, yeah,
They've
we were talking about
upgraded.
that, weren't we? With the releases, right?
There's yeah, Life is Strange
There's a deluxe
remastered.
remastered, that's right.
To be honest, I said about whether I would go back to this. It's the remastered version. It just means that they've
Yeah.
sort of upgraded it a little bit. Graphics looks much better than it did before. So that also has feels. It's got those feels like, oh man, those characters like they really bounced off each other. And that was when Yorkshire B said, hey, it's a bit like What Remains of Edith Finch. I was like, yeah, that's my spotlight for the week. And
That's awesome.
I like the
Yeah.
first one. I'll probably go back to that. You know what? Let me make that a spotlight for another time because we can talk about that again
Oh,
soon.
oh, oh,
So
okay.
I won't get into too much on that one.
We'll make
I
a
played
future spotlight soon. We
because
can
I liked Before the Storm as well. I thought that was good. I mean, um,
yeah, I haven't played those. I've seen another one of our community um
I know Alex plays it.
Expense,
Expense. Yeah, I
which is
used to do.
Alex. I saw him play it, and it was interesting of what I saw.
Well, the first game, to come out was just so amazing. Whilst we're talking, I'm actually going to just show the trailer because why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, but the first game was actually really, I really liked. I liked Before the Storm. I still haven't done the recent one, and it's on my to-do list. I've got such a big to-do list. It's amazing. Like
I
I've
know,
got
right?
Dark Souls 3. I've got Elden
Yeah, I
Rings,
know.
True Colors. True Colors is, I think, was the latest one.
I
There
mean,
wasn't
you
there.
play that Edith Finch again.
Yeah.
It's a
Do
game.
you know what? I might actually stream that. Maybe I'll stream that tomorrow. Because
Oh,
it's on Game Pass. I'll probably download it and play it tomorrow. It's only like 3 hours, so yeah, 4
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
I might play it tomorrow. I'll stream it. Um,
Where are you gonna stream it?
I will play it from about 3 o'clock. There we go.
No,
3
but
o'clock.
where are you streaming it?
Where am I streaming it? Oh, on Twitch. I'll
No,
stream
I'm trying to help you get a plug.
it. Twitch.tv/funnybitsboy. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. I knew what you meant, but I was just stringing it out a little bit longer than I needed to, weren't I? Yeah. But there we go. So I'll do that one. As for Life is Strange, I'm not sure if I want to get a remastered version though, because that's kind of like, I mean, it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
$33.99 that one.
I mean, because I don't. No offense to people who played it, but I don't really have an interest in Life is Strange
Yeah,
games.
yeah. It's
Just
I
my
think it's
person, like,
it's an acquired taste.
yeah.
Not everyone's gonna get it, but like,
So the fact that it's got remastered, that doesn't really. I don't really care that it's got remastered because I never really was
oh
interested
yeah, of
at the
course.
beginning. But
Yeah,
for the
no, I get
people
that.
who did like that and um like loved the games, or the games meant a lot to them, then that's awesome, you know. And a remaster might be nice just to see that game, you know, in a different light with better graphics and
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
basically,
you
if
know what
you
I
look
mean?
at the graphics, like when I was watching B's stream, she
Relive
had
it.
she had the original, like, it was definitely the original game. You could see that the graphics, looking at that one compared to this,
Mm.
the new remastered, yes, the graphics have improved, but ultimately it's the same. It's the same game, and as long as they've
Yeah.
not done one of those remasters where they've cut certain sections out, because that would spoil it. I think they did it on a cut.
Resident Evil.
Resident Resident Evil. Yeah,
Oh.
we're not looking at you, because you're shit. But no, when they ruined that, like, just because they
Yeah, like
remastering a
re
game doesn't mean anything if you're going to take stuff away.
I mean, I
So
think I mean, I never played the originals, so I don't know, but I did hear that they cut a lot out of Resident Evil 3, the remake. I'm not sure about 2, um, but the Resident Evil remaster of 2 is one of my favorites, but I don't know if it's the full experience. I don't know if I
you don't know,
experienced it,
yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
I don't like that they did that, but it is what it is.
yeah, yeah.
Talking about
It
Resident
is.
Evil, I'm excited for the DLC for Village. Just
Oh,
wanted to
the Village will be coming out soon, I'm sure. Yeah,
Oh, no, yeah, have you played Village?
I have played. Yeah, I've played Village. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
you
got.
played Village, okay.
I have. Yeah,
I might do a spotlight of that, actually, because
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
enjoyed
yeah.
it.
You enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if we've covered that already on the podcast, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. Absolutely, do it.
Yeah,
I will.
cover it. Yeah, I won't go into it because we'll start talking about
I
it.
know. I know. I wasn't going to talk
Yeah,
about Life is Strange, but I
you
might do.
want to, but you're like, "No." Yeah. So,
All right. Should we do some news? Because I
yeah,
think we've
okay.
done with that.
Okay, so, you can go first with the news.
All right. So we've spoken about this. Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Lost Ark. Um, we've already spoken. And this been a bit of a series for us on this channel, on this podcast recently. Lost Ark, Elden Rings. We're going to be talking about those anytime there's any updates from any games. If they're
Yeah.
worth mentioning, we'll mention them. But yeah, just over a month after launch, Lost Ark is deploying one of the largest ban waves we've seen in the game, removing over 1 million accounts from botting in a single
Mhm.
day. No wonder, no wonder we'd have complaints about bots.
So
Following,
just
sorry,
oh, sorry. No, no, go on, go on. You go. I'll ask questions at the end.
okay. Following the
I'll be patient.
MMO's, following the MMO's wide release on February 11th, it hit an astonishing 1,324,771 peak concurrent players, which puts it second only to PUBG on all-time Steam concurrent leaderboard. Those were presumably legitimate players who wanted to try out the free-to-play action RPG, which had already been popular in Korea for a couple of years before Amazon booted up servers in Europe in the Americas sorry.
Mhm.
But with over 1 million accounts now deleted, we might see a dip in relative
Reviews.
to concurrent
Yeah.
with the Steam charts, which clocks around where is it say 683,509. So it's
Mhm.
that if you're going to get rid of if they were bots at the start, I would imagine that it's going obviously going to show that it looks less, but um yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, let's have one player said on Twitter that they've already seen a Lost Ark server queue drop from over 8,000 to 950. Though
So it
whether
was
sorry,
bots
yeah, there's people using bots because
in the queues.
no, well bot botting
What, like aim bots?
no. Botting is a common MMO behavior. It refers to
Is
the
it?
use of software to automate repetitive behaviors, grinding starter zones, enemies, to level up characters, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, is it a form of cheating?
Kind of. I mean, all you're doing is like allowing bots to play for you, and lots of MMOs have that problem
Okay.
in the past. Um, I mean,
Okay.
like New World is another example. Like with again, still comes from the same family, does it? It's still an Amazon game, but
Yeah.
New World, yeah, it suffered from botting, but the last time um anything was heard about it was a ban wave. Is the £40 game? That figure was 7,700 at the time.
Oh, okay.
Lost Ark is a free to play game. It makes it much easier to target for botters who don't
Oh,
lose
interesting.
any investment if they're banned, which is why they get away with trying to do it. Uh, there's the PUBG, which also is a free to play. Once reported 13 million cheater bans in a little over a year. So
Mm.
that's kind of mad. But yeah, so hopefully they're going to sort that out. Um, we're getting rid of so there's going to be a massive like clear out of all the crap, get rid of all the bots. Hopefully, so they've probably closed. I don't know if they close down servers. I guess which they
Oh, that'd be interesting to see how the queues will change because of that. Well, not the queues, but the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, like that's
if
what
there's not,
I think that that must have contributed towards the queuing. If bots were queuing, if you've got
yeah.
people using bots to play for them and like do all the leveling up, then yes, that
Mhm.
would have made a massive difference. And like they're saying here, is the fact that you know, it was it was only because it's a free game. Whereas, like, if you got New World, for example, that was like £40 game. So,
hmm
so
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, it's just
So yeah.
it's good to know that they're going to reduce it, but it also shows that if botting was a thing, or they're saying that it is definitely a thing, then the it's going to look like that it's lost a lot of players, which they just weren't players. They just were, well, bots,
Yeah. Bots.
basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Bots. People, I mean,
Um.
it's just because they tried to, like, why? Like, why do it? It's like all you're trying to do is level up a character to level. I'm not sure what the
People are
top.
passionate. People are too passionate. Like people are like they can't be bothered to do it themselves. So like, oh, let's get a bot to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Do the bot. It's like,
But if you can't be bothered to play a game, right, and you would rather just make a bot do it, then you're obviously not enjoying the game that much, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
why
yeah,
would
yeah.
you do it? But that's another thing to go into. Um, yeah,
I mean, it's like in-game stuff. Maybe you can. Actually,
maybe people are doing it
I'm
to.
gonna
Oh no, that wouldn't work, would it?
I'll touch on this briefly a little bit as well, but like
Yeah.
selling characters as well. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
true.
You
Yeah,
know,
people can sell characters.
yeah.
That's true.
So something
That's a good point.
another bit of news that I'm going to touch upon in a little while as well, which is about along the same similar sort of lines. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Lost Ark team are acknowledged that is possible that a small number of players may be um, identified as bots. Anyone who think that
Oh,
they were swept up in the million bot wave despite being a
oh, no.
legitimate player can appeal their ban with an Amazon game support ticket. So if you do get kicked off, but like I
Yeah.
haven't been on there for so long now, I probably have been kicked. I just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like you've just been inactive for so long that we've just decided to delete all of your
Hey,
characters,
get out of here.
which goes back to when we were saying at the time it came out. It's easy to level up, so early on, like I think a leveling caps around level 20 when it slows down. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but
I
a
don't.
lot of
I
M.
think it's 50.
Is it 50?
I think, but I don't quote me on
Oh,
that. I
but
think.
like when does the leveling start to slow down? Like is it
Um,
when it becomes a little bit more difficult to
I
level
think
up?
it's
Is it?
50.
It is just
I
50.
think.
So
I
it's
think.
easy to get to 50 straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just play the game and do the quests,
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
if you just do the quests and kill
I wasn't.
a couple of monsters,
Yeah, I wasn't
then
sure.
yeah,
There's been a
that's
lot of
no way.
MMOs that have been out that
I
you
know.
if you I think World of Warcraft is a great example really of one that I can actually go to and say when you reach level 20 at start or 20 or 30
Mhm.
leveling starts to slow down and
Yeah.
because it then becomes more of a grind. Although it's a
Yeah.
grind at the start, but it's you level up, you're ding, 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 and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're level 10, level 15, level 20, and all of a sudden, like level 21 seems forever,
Yeah. And
So
yeah. Yeah.
that's what I was just,
That's fair enough.
that's what I was asking about whether or not that was. So I wasn't sure if so. Level 50,
I think.
that's where it
I
caps
believe.
out. All
Yeah.
right, okay,
So
yeah.
that's when it comes like you start not
So yeah,
leveling.
so
Well,
if
actually, I don't know because I haven't got to level 50, but I just presumed that
what
was
is
when
your
it
current level?
40 something,
Oh, so
40.
you're quite close in
Yeah.
relative to like me, who hasn't played it
Yeah.
since. I
Level
think
1. I'm joking. I'm joking.
one of them might
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Getting from level 1 to level 15 like takes like no time at all. Going from I think I stopped playing it where one of my characters, the highest level I've got is probably 18, 19, something like that.
18. Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah.
Um. Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah, so I've
Fair
got
enough.
so that's happening at the moment. So people are going to get banned.
Yeah.
And then if I can quickly do this one as well, because it kind of
Yeah. Sure.
looks at the whole selling of stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Elden Ring, obviously we discussed that quite extensively recently and even mentioned it today. But people are selling ruins on eBay,
Oh yes.
which is crazy. Like I think ruins are the currency. I think,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you shouldn't really be buy or sell Elden Ring ruins on eBay, but you know, in case you were wondering, it's a thing. A quick search on eBay reveals dozens of listings offering millions of ruins from anywhere from $10 to $25, with some listings advertising hundreds of millions of ruins for several $100s. So far, it looks like a few hundred listings have sold through. Since
Mm-hmm.
there is no way to directly send runes, which is the currency players use to level up for one account to another in Elden Rings, these grey market deals are going down like a classic MMO item swap. The
Interesting.
sellers set a time and place, summons the buyer into the world as a co-op partner, drops the agreed upon number of ruins on the ground for the buyers to pick up, where the two will part ways. At least that's how it's supposed to go down. But
Yeah.
while some of the sales seem to be going through as intended, Eurogamer's
Mm.
Ed Nightingale has bought some ruins himself, so
Mm.
we wouldn't have to. So yeah, the whole
Is
thing
that
is
a
probably
bannable?
a bad idea. I'm
Is
not
that
sure.
because could you? I don't know if you could
Um,
get banned from that. It sounds like you could,
I
but
mean,
I don't know.
oh, right. Let's have a look down. The You could be wasting your time with a scam, but it's also worth noting that uh, buying or selling items with real money violates Elden Ring's terms and conditions. So yeah,
Oh,
players
okay.
with a uh, if you've got someone who participate in these trades, leave themselves open to software wiping their ruins wallet remotely, suspending their account, or even getting banned. So yeah, it's bannable.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
then there's
Interesting.
the fact that the method of these eBay vendors are using accurate piles of ruins isn't rocket science. They seem to be exploiting an item duplication by bug
Oh,
involving co-op
oh
that
dear.
has been around since Dark Souls
Naughty.
3. If you're
Really?
dead
Oh
set,
my God.
yeah,
What?
if you're dead set on boosting your
How did?
strength all of the way to 99, there are smarter ways
I,
than sending someone $15
I
to
mean,
some rando.
I'm surprised that Elden Ring was made by the same people who made Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
So
It's the
how did
same.
they make the same mistake of
What do you got?
having a
It's
a bug in a game that was released? I can't remember, but it's been a while.
yeah,
But
it's been allowed to do
they
it. Yeah.
still that's weird. That's kind of weird. Did they do that on purpose?
Well,
That's weird.
they just didn't close it down, did they? They thought they finished on that, and then yeah. I mean,
Interesting. Okay.
it's
That's kind of weird, right?
probably
Like
not,
the fact
yeah, not a
the
mistake, but
fact
yeah, it's a feature.
it's a feature. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Carry on with Elden Ring. Actually, I got some news on some more news on Elden Ring.
All right, yeah, we could
Um,
yeah, move on
just
to
a
that if you want to.
couple of
Yeah, go for it.
news tidbits. So Elden Ring has reached the sixth highest stream player count of all Steam, sorry,
Of course it
player
is.
count of all time. Elden Ring really uh has quickly risen to become one of the most played games on Steam with, oh my god, okay, 900,000 concurrent players right now. That that tells you
Wow.
that that's a big game and people are liking it. Um, Also talking about Elden Ring, there has been a so if you have Elden Ring on Steam, be careful, okay? Because Elden Ring, Steam uh, cloud error causes PC players to lose progress.
Oh,
So
wow.
obviously, there's there's an error going on, and people um it's causing some Elden Ring players on PC to lose in-game progress by accidentally having them uh overwritten by previous saves. So
Right.
be be careful. Could just be careful if you have the Steam version, because you might accidentally lose your data, and that would be horrible.
Well, that would be
And
bad.
you
That would
either
be
have
bad.
to start over or play from where the previous save was from. So yeah, just be careful. I just wanted to warn people if they have it on Steam. I mean, it might already happen to some people, but if it just a FYI, basically.
Yeah.
Um, so that, uh, yeah, we talked about runes. Talked about that. Uh, s- just a funny one about Elden Ring, and then I'll move on to my other bit of news.
Okay.
But apparently in Elden Ring, there's a certain dungeon called in the Stormveil Castle Legacy Dungeon, and apparently, uh, I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but people found out when they die in there, there's an NPC who is actually stealing a percentage of their drop to runes,
Oh, really?
like every time they die. So that sneaky little NPC is going in there and he's stealing those runes that you earned. I don't know
Damn.
what he's doing with them, but he stole them. I don't know if it's on purpose or what. I don't know if it's a mechanic of like I don't know, but um, people must have been like dying and then going back to get their. I presume runes are like souls. Like they go back to get their runes, and they're like, "Oh, where they gone? I lost my runes." What?
What?
But there's the NPC stealing them. So hope if it is a bug or something, um, and hopefully they will sort that out because that's not fair. People stealing
Yeah,
runes.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was just a little kind of funny little thing there. Um, so yeah, my that's kind of my final bit of news, and it's kind of like it's not like official. Well, I don't know if it's official, but there are talks of this, and I just wanted to get it out there and let people know and possibly get some opinions, you know. Um, but yeah, so basically, there are talks of Obsidian potentially making another Fallout game. And I
Okay, yeah.
believe the game is Fallout New Vegas 2. That's the talks of it. And with my source here, uh, basically someone on another podcast claimed um, claimed that they're making might just be creating a sequel to their first game. So basically, this is I'll tell you the article that so industry insiders, I guess that's article people. That's all we rely on these days. Am I ashamed? Yes. Does that? Oh wait, what? No, that's the wrong thing I'm reading. Sorry. I was like, what?
What?
What's going on there? Uh, um, hang on a minute. Sorry about this. Yeah. Okay. So, Obsidian. Okay. Wait. Okay. This is okay. So this is very early, but people have begun to have talks and say those words in sentence, and those words are Obsidian and New Vegas 2. We're talking years and years ago. There's at least an interest and conversations happening about making something like that actually a reality. A lot of people at Microsoft think that this could work, and there's a lot of interest to make it happen. So that's kind of saying that, you know, people are interested. It's in talks between Obsidian and Microsoft, which I think is awesome. And yeah, I mean, I think that's very cool. I hope it's true that it does happen, and even
Yeah.
if it's not New Vegas too, like I w- I think a lot of people want Obsidian, who made were the original people who made Fallout, to make another game, because that would be cool because they're like they're the original. Sorry, my nose. I was
Sorry.
itching my nose and I made a weird noise. Yeah, I think that's cool, and yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if that is the case, as long as that they go ahead with that would be pretty cool, because like that when our the Outer Worlds came out, which they
Yeah.
did, that was
Mhm.
such a it's what I think a lot of people wanted that to be, what, Fallout.
I thought they were the
Yeah,
original.
I mean,
No, sorry. Yeah.
not the no, it was the
Oh, Fallout New
Fallout
Vegas.
New
Sorry, I
Fallout.
thought
Yeah,
it was the original.
no, it
Sorry
was,
about
yeah.
that.
But yeah, that's why I knew when New World came out, like, and they did that. Because I think they are actually going to be doing uh Outer Worlds 2 as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Outer
yeah.
Worlds was really good.
I actually did quite like Outer Worlds, and
It's just good
I
humor.
I liked I do like Fallout, but it's one of those, I can't sit down for too long with that.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But it's like I'll go back to it and stop and go back to it. But yeah, I've played a few of the Fallout games. But yeah, it's not something I tend to sort of like. I don't do that for a stream. I can't do that, but I can play them comfortably without, some people can do it well. I can't.
Mhm.
So,
Fair enough. Yeah.
it's the same with I think I did stream Outer uh Outer Worlds, but again, I think I told you prior to streaming, playing Outer Worlds was,
Mhm.
I think there's a couple of ways in which you could play it, and then I never really did everything. I sort of got to a certain point and went, all right, that's it, that's the ending. I'll do that, and that's it. I'm done. I can't, um, again, it's all about casual playing. It's all about your own taste, isn't it, as well? But hopefully they're gonna this is gonna be true, like you said,
Yeah, it'd be cool if it is true.
and we can
And
go. Yeah, we can have something
yeah.
like that. We can have something similar to that, at least. Go back to that, and because, like, again, with the Outer Worlds, like, some of the writing was was so good.
It was good. It was like I loved it. It was just a great experience, and I might talk about it one as a spotlight.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it was excellent. It was magnificent. I recommend it.
It is,
Um,
yeah. It is a worthwhile game to play. But yeah,
yeah.
hopefully coming back to, like, the
I
whole
still need to
Fallout thing.
complete it though. And there are DLCs that I haven't touched. So,
Oh, I
you
mean,
know,
it's had a ton of stuff come out. Like, like I said, they're still talking about the idea that there is going to be a second out. I know we're supposed to be talking about like the Fallout, but there is
no,
another.
it's cool. It's all cool.
But yeah, there is the Vegas 2.
Yeah.
Is what
That'd be cool.
looks like could be on the cards,
Hmm.
which is very exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'd like that to happen. Yeah. So are we gonna go over?
Should we do some releases?
Yeah,
Because we're in March now. We just started, as we are
March.
broadcasting or recording this.
Yeah.
It is the 5th of March now, so there's probably a couple of games that have already come out.
Mhm. Okay. Let's see.
So
So there was that website you gave me.
yeah, so
So
we do that
have a quick
from
look.
we do that one. I looked down it briefly.
Yeah.
Just ignore March 31st, because I think that was they weren't expecting that.
Okay. All right. So March. All right.
Right.
Let's have a look. So okay. Okay. So I can. How many are there altogether? That's a lot. Okay.
There's a
I'll
lot
just.
before you get there, but
Okay.
we can go through 'em.
I'll go. I'll go over. I'll go over, and then if you wanna. Yeah. Okay. So first. March 1st. So this has already came out. All these. Uh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 games here have already come out. So, how do you say that name? Alex?
Alex too.
Alex 2. I hadn't played the first one, so I can't really mention it, but I know quite a lot of people are excited for this one, I think. But yeah, it's on PlayStation 5 and 4. It's on the Xbox Series X and X. What? X and S.
Excellent.
Xbox One and PC. Yes, that came out on March 1st. Shadow Warrior 3 is also out. That's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. That also came out March 1st.
Could you just mention the LX2 is a single player open world RPG. I was just
Oh
gonna
yeah,
add that.
sorry, I wasn't really explaining. Was it?
uh,
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
uh,
so
it's $38.99 currently on Steam.
okay, yeah, I'll do that. uh, yeah. So sorry, Shadow Warrior 3. I can't. Where do you
Shadow.
see the price?
I just type it in Steam.
Okay, that's a very good idea. Don't know why I didn't think of that.
Shadow.
Okay, you research it and I'll talk.
Yep.
Okay, so Shadow Warriors 3 came out on March 1st.
All right.
Like I said, it's on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, developed by Flying Wild Hog. What an interesting name. And
Yeah.
the publishers are Devolver Digital. This is a first-person shooter, 3D, and I think it's an arcadey kind of game.
Yes. Arena shooter, it's adventure,
Yeah,
FPS action,
yeah,
all that good stuff.
yeah.
It's 39. It's 34.99 currently.
$34.99.
Or you
Okay.
can get the deluxe for 42.49.
Oh, nice. Okay. Next we have Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, so that'd be on the PlayStation. I think that. I
Yes.
think. Game and Jim. I think he played that.
Oh yeah.
So that's race.
Oh,
Obviously, it's racing game, isn't it?
how
So
was it? Yeah, yeah. That's on PlayStation 5 and 4.
yeah.
It came out yesterday.
So that's the fourth.
March 4th.
So yeah.
You can do a couple if you like.
Okay. Right.
I can.
So Triangle Strategy, which is on the Switch, which also came out on the 4th. I'm not sure what that is because it's
Yeah,
on the Switch. So I mean,
yeah. I don't play much
it's
Switch.
Final Fantasy tactics system, whilst adding extra. Okay, so it's kind of yeah. Is it similar
Uh,
towards? Should we say similar to Final Fantasy? It's a strategy
yeah.
turn
I
based.
mean,
So strategy turn based game, and I
yeah.
don't have a price for that as of yet because it's on the Switch. So, like I said, I
Oh
was
yeah.
researching on the on Steam, but
The old Googie.
not sure what that is.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's
Okay.
have a
So
look on Spellforce 3 Reforced,
Reforce.
which is
Ooh.
going to be out on. I think it comes out on everything, doesn't it? PlayStation 5,
Mhm.
PlayStation 4. It comes out on the Xbox
It's
Series
£50, I
XS,
think. Oh,
Xbox
sorry, I'm
One,
talking about the
PC.
other game.
Well,
Sorry.
Spellforce. Oh, the Triangle Strategy is
Yeah,
£50.
it's about
Spellforce
that.
3. Okay.
Wait, spell force 3 for 4, reforged, forced, reforged,
Reforged.
reforged,
Reforced. Yeah.
reinforced.
This is
What?
it's an RTS fantasy single player strategy RPG, 32.99 on the Steam, but but it is
There's
available on pretty much everywhere else.
hmm
And then you've got
another Switch
another
game.
Switch game. Was it Chocobo? Chocobo, which comes
Chocobo
out on the
GP.
10th of March on the Switch, and that is, I'm not sure how much that is, but that's going to be out probably about
Yep,
50 quid as well.
probably. Yeah,
It's Choco. It's a little bird thing. Yeah, it's a little cutie kind of game. It's a racing game
with
um,
birds. Okay,
with birds.
sign me
Yeah,
up.
stick a bird in. It's Square Enix. It's an arcade driving racing game. If that's your thing, I'm guessing it
You
probably
enjoy
is.
it.
You might enjoy it. Yeah, it's for the kiddies maybe.
Yeah, yeah. hmm
What else we've got coming out? We've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dawn of Ragnarok DLC. So
Ah,
obviously
okay.
that's the DLC
Yeah.
from
Okay.
the game that already came out. Is that actually got a price? Probably, or is it? I'm not sure if it has. Um, yeah, I
Yes.
don't know if
What?
Assassin's Creed.
And
Yeah,
I don't know how much that. Probably like £15 maybe. They charge quite a bit for DLC nowadays. Um,
the
but yeah, if you uh, when is that coming? Oh, 10th. Okay, so it's
yeah, the
going out
10th.
on the 10th
Yeah, yeah.
of March. Okay. Um, I'll move on to the next one. Distant
Distant World.
Worlds 2, which is just on the PC. It comes out on March 10th. Is a fast. It's a real-time 4X space strategy game. I'm not sure what 4X is, but yeah, it's a strategy, simulation, sci-fi, combat, single player game, and it's currently on. You can pre-purchase it on Steam for $29.69. Nice.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, that's pounds. Yeah. Um, yes. Next, we have another re-release of GTA 5. Don't even need to say much. I don't know how much it's going to be. Probably like 35 quid, maybe. So I think that's how much it was when it
um,
came to Xbox One. Unless you get it for free, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be a re-release of it for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S, March 15th. That comes out. Um, Tunic. Uh, Tunic.
Tunic.
What?
Tunic. What?
Tunic?
Oh, Tunic.
Yes, that's how you say it,
Ah,
right?
yeah. So that's yeah. Okay.
Wait, I love that. Like Macintosh. It's for the Macintosh. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's coming out on PC, Mac, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Don't hear about games coming out on Mac that much nowadays, do you?
No, you don't.
That's kind of
It's so
surprising, to be honest.
it's an action
Um,
adventure exploration action game.
mhm,
It's due for release on the 16th of March, I believe.
16th.
Is it 6th? Yeah,
Yes.
16th of
Yeah,
March.
16th. Yeah. I don't know how
It's
much.
it's a platform game. It looks kind of cutesy, fun kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
not, yeah. If you're into that sort of those sort of
Yeah, it's
platform
on
games,
Steam. You can they don't have a price on there. It says
mm,
planned release
no
is
prices
in
yet.
10 days and you can add to your wish list. So yeah, it's yeah, if you take a look, I guess. Tune it. Um next we have The Settlers, which is coming out on March 17th, and it is that like Settlers of Catan? No. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it kind of remind me of that, but it's probably nothing to do with that. So The Settlers is coming out. Yeah, sorry, I said that already. It's coming out on PC only, and it's developed by Ubisoft Blue Byte and published by Ubisoft, sorry. It's a strategy management game. I think I saw that on Ubisoft when I was looking there at one point. Um, the price, I don't know if there will be a price because it's not out yet, but let's have a look. The Settlers. Okay, so it's not on Steam.
It's not on Steam,
So
so it's
probably on
probably
the Ubisoft store, right?
yeah, probably Ubisoft or yeah. I mean,
Maybe
yeah, probably become on
may
Ubisoft. Wait, Epic might have it.
oh yeah, maybe Epic as
Yeah,
well. That's true. Yeah.
because they've got that store as well, so it won't be on. It's not on Steam as yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll have their own exclusives. That'd be
Okay.
their own exclusive on that one.
I'll do this next one, and you can do some
Yeah.
more. So next we have Shredders coming out on the 17th of March for Xbox Series X and PC. This looks like a sports snowboarding kind of game. That's
Oh yeah,
snowboarding,
yeah.
skiing, sports kind of game. It's developed and published by Form Punch. And let's see if it's on Steam.
Yeah, it will be
Um,
available on Steam.
yeah,
No,
and
currently
it's
no price yet, but it is on.
no,
It does come out on Paddy's Day, March 17th.
yeah,
For you.
Paddy's Day.
So yeah, if you're really into that and you know someone who's like maybe so maybe get that as a
Winner,
gift for you
yeah.
for Paddy's Day if you're into that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, go on. Two
Right,
more.
so shall I read the next lot then?
Yeah.
The next couple. So Persona 4 Arena Ultimix, PlayStation 4 PC. Again, that comes on March the 17th.
Okay.
Persona games that I played Persona 5, and that was a sort of turn-based. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's I think it's yeah. It is
I never
$24.99.
played
Yeah,
them.
it is. It is. Story. This one's story rich, 2D fighter. It's a multiplayer. Yeah, it's coming March 16th. Oh, it says there, so that might be a little bit different to what we're saying on that website. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
$24.99. And it takes place within the Persona universe. So if anyone who's played Persona before, kind of understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, sort of. That was like a Japanese type story. Was it by the same Arc System Works? Yeah, Atlas.
Oh,
That
Atlas.
Atlas, developed by Atlas and published by
Okay.
Sega.
See, yeah.
But yeah, that
Okay,
looks like
awesome.
it could be interesting if you're if you're into these Persona games. Although
Mm-hmm.
having played, like I said, I played Persona 5 and that was kind of cool for a while. Anno Molten, I can't pronounce that.
I Mew Mew
Where does that come from? Where is it? What is it? It's a
Mutanum. No, I don't.
Tony. Yeah,
I
okay.
can't pronounce it. It's
Right.
an anima.
Yeah, I know.
Animal. An-o. I can't.
Anno.
Sorry. I don't know. I can't say it.
Oh, it must be. Right, there we go. It
That's
is
cool though.
a cyberpunk RPG female protagonist game. Again, it doesn't have a price to it, but it's
No. Reminds me of like Val, the bar.
yeah. I mean, it
Grim.
looks kind of like it could be fun. Oh, it's got flying cars. Oh, it's got
Flying
it's
cars
very
always fun.
pixelated as well. Looks like it could be
Yes,
pixelated graphics. Looks
I
kind
believe
of
it is.
fun. I mean, if you're looking
2D.
for
3D.
if you're looking at that sort of futuristic cyberpunk um RPG, you might like
Mm-hmm.
this. It's got a 2D and 3D graphic style, rich,
Sounds
dark and
interesting.
bizarre plot. It
Ooh.
does look like it could be like a side-scrolling
Yeah, it
occasionally as
does.
well. Yeah,
Yep.
and then you're just beating up loads of monsters with a big ass sword. No price on that yet, but closer to the date, I'm sure there will be. I mean, it's not far off. It's comes out on the
No, it's not.
17th as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to the next one, shall we?
Yes.
Um, Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
Okay.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PC, March the 18th.
Okay, nice.
Is that actually going to be on Steam? I don't know.
Mm, let's see. Um,
I
I'd like
don't
to
think it
think it
is.
will, but
It says PC, but it doesn't state Strangers of Paradise. I don't think it is, but yeah, it's an action role-playing game
okay.
published by Timco. Sorry,
We can't pronounce.
Square. I know. Team developed by Team Ninja, so it should be actually quite good. I would imagine. Square Enix.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Looks like it would be. Yeah, bit of action role-playing, bit of
Yeah.
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. So it's yeah within the realm of Final Fantasy. So if you're into that, that could be one to look for as well. Ruin. We've got a lot of ruins tonight, haven't we? Ruin Factory
Yeah.
5 on the Switch. No clue because it's on the Switch, but Sow Seeds. Oh, it's okay, farming sim. Yeah, it's a sim. Role playing action. Yeah.
I love a farming sim.
Sow Seeds of a new life, Ridge Bath, as you embark on a grand Ruin Factory adventure this March the 22nd.
Nice.
Could be
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
And no price on that yet, but I'm sure as we get closer to the date, there will be one coming out. And Ghostwire Tokyo,
Oh yeah.
PlayStation 5, PC.
I'm very interested. I'm kind of excited for this one.
This
This
one
one
looks like it
seems.
could actually be quite good. Bethesda
Yeah.
Softworks, Zeni Max Media, published by, and it's developed by Tango Gameworks, Bethesda Software again. Softworks, sorry. Oh, it could be quite good. It could be quite good. It's got a teen rating, so it might be a little bit violent.
I hope so.
I hope so. I hope so. I want the
I hope
violence.
so.
Give me the
I like violent.
violence.
It's gonna be 50 quid. It's 50 quid. You can pre-purchase on Steam. I'm probably on Xbox. Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, not Xbox. It's only PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
So you
single
can.
player, first person supernatural action. Yeah, £50. So they've got a date. They've got a price for that, which is weird that they got it, and now
Yeah.
it's further
Some.
away. March 25th is your date for that. So it's still a way off from that. It does look actually quite good.
Yep. Do you want me to do the rest?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
can do the rest. Okay, so we got about 6 more, I think. So next we have Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That's going to be on the Switch, so I'm not sure how much it's going to be.
Well, that's a Kirby
But
game.
a Kirby game, yep.
That's a Kirby game.
It's going to be, yeah, March 25th,
The little
and
pink
it's going to
blob.
be a little pink blob man. It's developed by Hall Labs, published by Nintendo. It's a 3D platforming action game. So, yes. Next, very exciting one. I love this franchise. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Borderlands. This is coming out on PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and PC. Went out on the 25th of March, and I don't know if it got a date. But it's developed by Gearbox Software, Gearbox Publishing, and 2K Games, and it's published by 2K Games. Gearbox Publishing and Take-Two Interactive. Obviously, it's a looter shooter, first-person action game like the Borderlands. Um, so yeah, that's
It does look quite
an
cool.
it's an exciting one. I've always loved
Embark on an epic adventure full of whimsy,
Borderlands games.
wonder, and high-powered weaponry. Roll your own multi-class hero, then shoot, loot, slash, and cast on a quest to stop the Dragon Lord.
The Dragon Lord.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh. Right. Yeah, it looks
Um,
good. It looks like it could be a barrel of laughs. Could
is
be a
there a
barrel
price?
of fun. There is no
No.
price on that yet. Not on Steam. There isn't, at least.
Okay. Next we have Agent Interceptor. Agent Intercept. Oh, sorry, not Interceptor. It's Intercept. Is an over-the-top arcade action game where you drive a transforming spy vehicle.
Oh
It's
wow.
it's
Yeah.
developed and published by Pickpock. That's a fun name to say.
Pickpock.
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 Pickpock. It's £15. Is it out already? Because
We're
you can
saying
buy it.
this actually might be a bit of a false alarm on that one because it's not coming out. I think it's actually already
It's
been
out.
released. Yeah, so I
Okay,
think
so
the website is a little bit either got their dates wrong and they haven't
yeah.
updated. But
Okay, so
Vehicular
it
Combat.
says March 30th, but it seems to be out already, unless we're looking at the wrong version on
There
Steam.
could just be
But
out on Steam already, but it could be the fact that it's out on on the consoles.
oh, true, yeah, it might be coming.
On the consoles, it will be out on the March the 30th, but it has already released on
Okay, sorry.
on
Okay, I
Steam.
didn't realize that. That's good to know. Yeah, so it's almost like a re-release, right?
Yeah.
For the consoles,
Yeah, for the
because it's on
consoles.
PC already.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is weird. Why does okay?
Yeah, that's why I said to you ignore 31st, March the 31st.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
so again, this is an update because of the website that we're using. It's stating that Lost Ark comes out on March 1st. It is already out. It came out on February 11th, I
Yeah.
think it was. Or we're now March the 5th. It has been out for some time. We've
Yeah.
obviously covered it quite intensively recently and again today.
Yeah.
With its bots, but
Yeah.
probably skip to the next
Weird.
one actually.
Yeah. Okay. So Weird West.
Weird West.
It's coming out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Went out March 31st. I don't know what this. Oh, I
It's a
remember.
Western. It's Western RPG.
Yeah, I saw this. It's like a
Story rich.
top-down, I
Yeah, yeah.
think,
It looks
RPG kind of thing.
kind of fun.
I remember playing the so develop the Valve Digital. I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they, in 2020, there was the whole situation there, and they made a game where you could attend their conference that they would have had at E3. And they made that into their own little game, and I remember seeing Weird West, and I was like, "This looks really cool."
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that one out.
This one looks. So yeah, it is 31st of March, so the end of the month. Pre-purchase Wild West now $30.99.
Yeah, I got it on my wish list. I remember seeing it. I was like, "Yeah, this looks awesome."
I literally just clicked add to wish list.
Yeah. Okay, and last but not least, actually, it is the last one. Starship Troopers Terran Command. Oh, I like that little that little what's it, rhyming. So
Yeah.
this is a real-time strategy game. It's sci-fi, obviously about Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're trying to dominate the galaxy and all that good stuff.
Against the
All that good stuff.
set. Yeah, it looks good actually. It's set in the world of obviously Starship Troopers, but
Yeah.
yeah,
What, like the movie?
yeah. Sort of. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
it's based around like you got to shoot the bugs, you've got to kill the bugs, you've got
Oh,
to.
I like that.
But it is like you
Okay.
said, it's an RTS, so you've got to get your
People.
people together, keep your people together, keep them alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so that's coming out 31st of March. You can pre-purchase it for 23 $79.
yeah.
So if you're interested, go check it out. And yeah, that's all the games for March. Not very many ones that I'm interested in, but there are a
Oh no,
few
the
certainly.
Wild West might be a good one to look for.
Yeah, Weird West
Wild West,
and
sorry.
Tina, Tiny Tina's
Tiny
Wonderlands
Tina.
is
Tiny Tina
probably,
looks good as well.
and
And
probably the Ghost Wire
oh yeah,
Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
So
So
three, I
there's
say three, and I'm interested in.
for me as well three games that could well be one to sort of look for. Obviously with February just making us all broke because there's been so much good stuff. It's good
Yeah.
to know that there's only about 3 games coming out next month. That's worth sort of. Well, there's more than 3 games coming out, but
Not
you know,
we're not interested in some of
yeah.
them.
But the one
So
you might be interested in some of them, you might not. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's how it goes. But yeah,
that's gonna be
um,
cool. That looks good.
so I'm looking forward to some of them. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay, I think we're done with that. I'm
awesome.
going to close all those now.
Yeah,
Now
awesome.
it's that time of the day where we're just closing down all the tabs that are open throughout the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
It's always handy to do.
A lot of them.
Oh God, so many tabs
Um,
open. Right,
I know, right? A tab,
tab.
man. Okay. So I have a joke. Let me find it real
Yay!
quick.
Joke of the week, people. This is Beth's joke of the week. Joke of the
Where did it
week.
go?
Joke of the
I had
week.
it up.
Joke of the
Here it
week.
is. Okay.
Sorry.
That's my little
I was
theme
filling.
tune.
Yeah, filling in for a bit of time then.
Okay. All right. A bear walks into a bar and says, "Give me a whiskey and a cola." Bartender says, "Why the big paws?" The bear shrugged. "I'm not sure. I was just born with them." Yeah. I don't believe I got my own
Tumbled.
segment telling jokes.
It's become a thing now. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get you a
it has.
T-shirt printed up.
Oh,
I'll get you
yes.
Beth's
I
joke of the
want it.
week.
I want that. I will wear it. I will wear it on this podcast.
Wearing it with pride.
Yeah, yeah. That would be so cool. I think we
Oh,
should do that.
oh,
I want it.
absolutely, we'd do it.
I want it. I want it now.
I want it now.
Yeah.
Beth's joke of
That's
the
the
week T-shirt. That's the
ish.
one. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone does merch, let us know.
Yeah.
We could
I
do.
would like to make a T-shirt and maybe a
We want
cup.
a Beth's joke of the week T-shirt. We want a Freddie says that's what she says T-shirt. We want
And 3D's rants.
Freddie just ran. It's just blah, 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 blah. It'd just be speech bubbles filled with like censored
Crazy.
words. Yeah.
Yeah. Censored words. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
We're that's what we want.
Yeah.
Anyone who does
We need to find someone who does merch
who
because
does
I would
merch
love to do that.
and we want obviously we want the Bits and Pieces podcast T-shirt because that's what we want.
We want it.
We want it and we want it now. What do we want? We want it now. Oh wow. Okay.
Or else.
I think we can safely say that as a very successful podcast this week. We again minus Freddie this week. Sadly couldn't be with us, but hopefully he's recovering, and if you're out there, Freddie, I miss you, man. And we know we
Yeah,
said that
miss
at the
you.
start, but we were going to say it
I
again at
miss
the
you
end.
even more.
So, shall we then end with what people are doing this week? If you're going to be streaming at all, Beth?
Yeah. So I'll be streaming throughout the week. I'll be playing Dark Souls, and I might play a couple of games I got from Keymailer, but I'm not sure because I'm quite addicted to Path of Exile right now, and that's taking up a lot of my time. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing a couple of streams
Cool,
of
cool,
Dark
cool,
Souls
cool.
3. So
Dark Souls,
yeah.
yeah, excellent,
Hmm.
excellent.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Tomorrow, like I said, I probably will. If What Remains of Edith Finch is going to be out on Game Pass, I'll probably stream that tomorrow, just for a couple of hours. So yeah, if anyone's around on the 6th of March, around what shall we say, 3? If we start off about 3 o'clock, if it's 3 hours long, that takes me up to 6. That's nice timing for me to finish Strath's End of the Week and then come back again later in the evening. I think 3 o'clock tomorrow on a Sunday. But of course, this is a podcast, so you might have already missed it. If you did,
You're
the
too
VOD,
late.
the VOD will be available on twitch.tv forward slash
But that's
forward
why you
slash
should follow our channel so you don't miss it.
funny bits, boy. Yeah, exactly. Follow
Exactly
us.
right. Yeah.
As we always say, if anyone's out there that is interested in joining us as a spot, have a spot guest,
Yeah.
if you want to, just come on, give us a message, let us know, and we'll fit you in somewhere. We're getting close to that 20th episode. It'd be good to actually have someone on the 20th or even the 21st,
Yeah. I
as
agree.
a good sort of like um someone coming in on either the 20th or even 21st episode. A great one
Hmm.
to have as a special guest star on the Bits and Pieces podcast, and also
Definitely.
be included in the on their podcast, which can be found on iTunes, Spotify, got SoundCloud, obviously, any RSS feeds that uses podcasts. You can find us on any of those, and obviously Amazon. Mustn't forget that, because big thing with Twitch, isn't it? So we mustn't forget that.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you
we
for
can.
listening, everyone.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much
you
for
being
listening.
here.
Yes, thank you very much for listening. I'm going to end the stream now, and then I'll restart the stream again. We're going to do some Phasmo. But
Yeah.
so yeah, we're going to go. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you. It was good. It's fun.
It was a good one this week.
Yep.
As I said, we'll be back again next Saturday at 9 on Twitch /Funny Bits Boy. Otherwise, check us around. Check us around.
Check us around.
Check us around. Check us around. That was a weird sentence. I don't know what was
We
going on
can't
there.
talk today
I
much,
can't
can
say
we?
no. My talking has just gone. Words.
We'll see you around out.
Yeah, in a roundabout way. I'm out. I'm done. I'm finished.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here before
Bye,
we say
everyone.
anything. Good night. Thank you very much for listening.
Well,
And
good
we'll
morning.
see you. Oh, good morning. Yeah, you might be down the gym.
That's a bit weird to say at the end of this of it, right?
Yeah.
Good morning. Should have said that at the beginning. Anyway.
Thanks for
we're off.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you again next week at 9. Until then, take care. Stay
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye-bye.
Bye. Ah.